Hi everyone, this is the Ask Annie podcast, horse girl reviews on products you use. First off, thank you to ChuckUms for providing us with the product used in this episode. I was really intrigued when I first heard about ChuckUms, a relatively new product focused on providing horse owners with a clean, safe, and eco-friendly alternative to the padding normally used for standing wraps. You see, ChuckUms are disposable standing wraps, and according to the ChuckUms website, are hygienic, an ideal choice for vet clinics and the everyday horse owner. We received a package of 8 36 by 14 inch wraps and set out to try them on Maddie. One thing I noticed right off the bat was that the package contained 8 wraps. I thought this was a really thoughtful packaging idea because I know, at least for me, I don't always stockpile supplies, and buying in bulk like this gives me a little bit of cushion and peace of mind that my medical supplies are ready when there's an emergency. These wraps also come in a compressed plastic packaging, making them easy to store for when they're needed. Each ChuckUms standing wrap is also folded neatly within the package, allowing you to easily pull one wrap out without disturbing the other 7 wraps. I brushed Maddie off and situated ourselves to wrap one of her front legs. Maddie is about 16 hands, and the 14-inch wraps fit her cannon bone perfectly. It looks like the wrap can be applied in any orientation, but I really liked having the neatly printed ChuckUm logos along one side of the wrap facing up and on the end closest to Maddie's knee. I began wrapping Maddie's leg and was impressed with the amount of padding these wraps allowed. While still not feeling bulky or loose around Maddie's leg, I was able to apply the wrap about 3 rotations around Maddie's leg, and then began applying my track wrap over top of it. While applying my track wrap, I noticed that the ChuckUm maintained its shape universally and didn't compress or bulge with the newly applied pressure of my track wrap. I continued down and then back up Maddie's leg until the wrap was completed. Stepping back, I was really impressed with this wrap. I've wrapped a lot of standing wraps throughout my life. Maddie tends to stock up when she's in stalls, and my pony club lessons taught me to be very particular and detail-oriented when wrapping. I was impressed with the consistent compression that the ChuckUm wrap provided, and that it seemed universally protective throughout Maddie's leg. After a short period of admiring my work and this lovely wrap, I took it off Maddie and inspected the inside for dirt and hair. I was pleasantly surprised to see that the inside of the wrap was still clean and bright white in color, and didn't have any hair or dirt stains from Maddie's leg. While these wraps are meant to avoid having to wash and reuse standing wraps, it was nice to see that they held up well and stayed clean even while being worn. One of the really interesting and innovative aspects of this wrap is the construction and the materials of the wrap. These wraps feel very durable and soft, sort of like a really thick gauze pad, and have the same protective layers as gauze. I would think to help maintain cleanliness and be moisture wicking. However, they were also very durable, and even though I tested their tearability, I was unable to rip them with my hands. I think that this type of padding would be very beneficial for wound care, and according to the ChuckUms website, the wrap can also be used with poultices. To test the moisture and dirt wicking qualities of this wrap, I first took a hose and tried to soak the inside of the wrap. The water beaded and rolled down the wrap, leaving the inside of the ChuckUm still dry and water-free. I then took a handful of shavings and dumped them on the wrap. The pointy corners of the shavings initially stuck to the soft surface, but a simple shake of the wrap immediately shook them loose, leaving the ChuckUm standing wrap shavings free. Overall, I really enjoyed the uniqueness and innovation of this product. The ChuckUm wraps fill a need for horse owners in a time when they could very well be stressed about the well-being of their horse. They answer a need for a clean, protective wrap while still maintaining the qualities of an ordinary standing wrap. I also appreciated the bulk packaging and the option to safely store the ChuckUms until they're needed. For more information on ChuckUms, please visit chuckums.com. That's ChuckUms.com for more information on ChuckUms. Thanks for tuning in. Learn more about the Ask Annie podcast by following us on Facebook and Instagram at Ask Annie Podcast. Have a suggestion for a product you'd like me to use in an upcoming episode? Email me at askanniepodcast@gmail.com or leave a comment on any of our social media pages. Find even more Ask Annie episodes anywhere you listen to podcasts, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and many more. The Ask Annie podcast is a production of the Equine Podcast Network, an entity of Active Interest Media and the Equine Network.